Hello, everybody. This is Bo of the 50 somethings, and what we're doing here is just a little video on the changing landscapes across the U.S. from one state to the other. Here you see we're in Colorado, actually following the Colorado River, and as the video progresses, we're gonna cross over into Utah. Now, Utah, when you first cross over, and we were on Highway I-70 coming out of Colorado, it is quite the change in scenery. And I just thought it would be kind of cool to show just how America is so drastically different from one point to the other. And if you continue on, you're going to see just how Utah went from desert to these beautiful Rocky Mountains to these forests. I mean, it's just amazing. So tell me what you think. Maybe from now on, we can put together a few videos from one state to the other just to give you an idea of what this great nation of ours looks like.
Oh wow. Just comes right out of it and opens straight out.
And looks like we're coming out of it. At least back to. So we just entered Utah. Not a lot to see in Utah. First out of 11 I've seen in the last 30 minutes. Exit 187. If you're coming to Utah via Colorado.
Yeah, on 70 West. Now, there's not really any green, but I will say that the I don't want to call them mountains, but the hills, it really is pretty.
It is. We stop at the Welcome Center rest area, and there's a little hill, not so little, that you climb up to the top, and there are some gorgeous photos to be taken.
Yes, so definitely make that a stop, and of course the Utah sign.
Make sure you fill up with fuel, gas, whatever, before you leave your starting point in Colorado, because it is quite a ways between gas stations. That was the first 7-Eleven / Exxon I'd seen since we left Grand Junction.
I think so, yeah.
Grand Junction, Colorado. I do have to say that Utah has a very unique landscape. It's not green, and when we stopped at the rest area and got out walking around, it's almost like a dry creek bed, the way the earth crunches under your feet, so there's a decent layer of dirt. But there's
many decent layers of dirt. It's pretty though.
It is. I made the comment that we switched over to T-Mobile before we started this trip out west, because we were done a little investigating and found that most people think T-Mobile does better out in the western states. Well, I'm gonna have to agree. Just crested a hill and noticed everything turned green, and I made the comment, must be water somewhere, and yes, there is. Green River. Water really is the source of life. Hey, it's a good sized river also.
Yeah, it is.
Now, we just came into Carbonville.
I think so.
And realized that we were in a really pretty place. Look at this. I'm assuming we're in the canyon. It's getting a lot greener here in Utah.
We're on 6 East now?
Yeah, Highway 6. We just passed 2 camping worlds within 1/8 of a mile of each other. I've seen on a couple different YouTube channels that Camping World is buying out a lot of the smaller RV centers. And I'm imagining that's what was happening back there, because they were putting up the Camping World sign and of course the massive flag.
Yeah, that's an easy way to spot them.
So I know I got to be driving everybody crazy out here in Utah because their speed limit is 80, and I set my cruise control for 62, or the alarm anyway, so that whenever I get over 62, I get the bing, bing, bing. Because I'm averaging 12.5 miles to the gallon.
Yeah?
And that has been from Florida to now Utah, so I must be doing something right.
Riverbed. There is actually water in it.
Yep.
Not a lot, but there is water.
Look at that. They had to cut through that mountain. Explosives, probably.
I think it was 7 short men with axes.
7 short men with axes and picks.
Yeah.
Next 8 miles. Pretty curvy. And pretty, yeah, outstanding, astonishing.
Starting to see some red in the rocks.
Yeah. And as you can see, now we're in a third landscape here in Utah. Everything is green. Not the lush green grass and trees that we're used to back east, but there are trees and all the shrubs are green. I would have imagined that the pioneers called hell through this area because you had to go over back then. Looks like we're driving through clouds.
Yeah. See, when we get out on the other side, it's like Colorado Springs, except the mountains are on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Other side.
The east instead of the west. Okay guys, we've made it to our first stop in Utah for the night. It's called Little Mill Creek, and check out the video coming up, and I think you'll enjoy it. Beautiful place, and of course you got to watch for these Utah drivers. They're out here doing 80 and we're doing 30. Like and subscribe, leave us some comments, tell us how we're doing.